I could have sworn I just finished doing this whole voiceover, but we're gonna do it again. So this is Micha, and I'm doing the voiceover for this video. And right now you see me Vaseline up my skin because, well, you gotta protect your skin. So right now we are layering this with liquid latex. And I did this a couple of times, to be honest with you. I think I did it quite a few times, only because I was working with Ben Nye liquid latex, because the latex I had worked with didn't come in yet. So I said, okay, let me just try this one. And this stuff, this liquid latex is it. Like, it's thick, it dries fast, and I enjoyed working with it. It's good. So here it's again dried, and I think this would probably be like the fourth time, because you want to do it a couple of times. See, that's how it looks. And you want to do it a couple of times because what you're going to do is you're going to end up like tearing it a little bit and puncturing holes in it, and also just have a good foundation, because you can end up using this again if you want. See, you see me using my palette knife right now, just trying to tear it. This is what I mean. Like, this stuff is like, it's amazing. Love it. It's really good. And no, I'm not hurting myself, because I like layered it quite a few times before even messing with it. Sorry, my nose is stuffy, and it's like winter. Well, winter is coming. It's fall weather. Anyway, so you want to go ahead and just do that, or you don't have to. Do whatever it is you want to do. You live your best life. And when it comes to doing any makeup or SFX makeup, dude, just have fun with it. But yeah, right now what I'm doing is just like tearing it up, trying to make holes in it and whatnot. And like how it burned, well, my burn as a child. I decided to do this because of an experience I had as a child when I used a stove and I wasn't supposed to. And I thought I was going to die. But, what can I say? This is where you can really use either paper tissue or cotton balls. And I decided to use cotton balls because what you're going to see is how much of a really gory burn it is. And I wanted it to be that gory. I wanted it to be that, I don't know how to explain it, but just like, my style of way. And obviously you have to put the liquid latex back on top of the cotton balls, obviously, and just as so. Just go ahead and just lather it with liquid latex. Cotton balls is easy to work with, tissue is easy to work with latex, but cotton balls just made it more thicker, and that's what I wanted. And use your palette knife to, move it around, or stick, whatever it is that you have, shape it to however you shape it. And advice, what I did wrong was I didn't put Vaseline everywhere, so I ended up going more and more and more, and I'm like, I took some hair off, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, let's go in with that cotton ball and liquid latex. Just go with it, just go with it, just go with it. And yeah, this is the time where you just have fun. I always have, technical difficulties. Who doesn't have technical difficulties? I just didn't have enough latex on the cotton ball. Well, on the sponge to put on the cotton ball. But yeah, I decided to do this one as a video because as a kid, I had burnt myself cooking on the stove, and I didn't know any better, and I shouldn't have touched the stove, so don't ever touch the stove unless the parent is around. But I simply wanted to make something. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it wasn't the best idea for me to do. So I was like, oh, let me just create something as a child that I thought I was gonna die. Because I did. I really, really did. But yeah, I am putting tissue on the table so I can protect the table because, yes, we use coffee. We use coffee. And if you're a coffee drinker, lover, I apologize. No, I don't. But you would use coffee in this substance. You can also mix it with liquid latex if you want and just apply it too. Because we're going to put liquid latex over it. But I just didn't want to do that because I didn't want liquid latex all over certain parts. I ended up getting it anyway, but also I was still using the same liquid latex. So, yeah. So, we're just going to pat that in. Go ahead as so. And just cover it. But yeah, as a kid, I apologize if you hear the background. My dog's walking around. As a kid, I ended up burning myself, and it was pretty bad. Skin came off, obviously, and whatnot. And I think I was trying to make eggs, and yeah, my mom didn't really like that. But yeah, you live and you learn, right? And that is how it looks. And then in the next clip is where we put tissue. I had to use toilet roll that I have in the house, not toilet paper. But I mean, any tissue is good. Just, do it however you want. Just couldn't use that toilet paper. You just go ahead. You just place it down and then you just add liquid latex to it and just play with it. I had a picture reference and I can't find it, but I had saw it and I'm like, oh, cool. Combined with my image as a kid remembering that incident I had, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna create it. And like those flaps are like the skin type, so yeah, that's how it went down. And that's how it looks. I know, crazy, right? So I just take my palette knife and I just go ahead and I continue to make like holes and whatnot and move it around just to my liking, to be honest with you. And also remember to always clean your palette knife when you're done, when you're using a liquid latex or anything like that. In general, just always remember to clean your tools, whether it's your paintbrush or whatever you're using, especially if you're using it on someone. Just always remember to clean. Like in my other videos, you'll see me just like constantly wiping my hands. It's a thing that I've always been programmed in. And I think a lot of makeup artists or SFX makeup artists are generally like that, like always wiping our hands. Because, especially when you're working on someone else, or even if you're working on you, you have that habit of just cleaning your hands. And that's exactly what I was doing. And what I do all the time whenever I film other videos, if anyone kind of notices it, but probably not. I don't know, it's just a thing. But yeah. And this is the result of that. I'm telling you, it's going to come along. Don't worry about it. So this, I'm using water activated paint. And here, if I'm not mistaken, I mixed a bit of red with orange, but I was also putting brown. And yeah, here's where I put brown at. And I remember mixing the brown and the orange together just to see what it would come out like. And I kind of liked it, so I was just like, oh, let's just go with it. And honestly, whenever you're doing things like this, as far as like when it comes to the makeup portion of it, or even the applying part, any part of it, like, do whatever you think is best or what you think is good. I mean, of course, use references. Like if you have if you have like a picture, reference of, what is needed, then, use that, of course. But like also make it original however you want to make it to your own way, because usually that's what I do. And I apologize, half the video If you can't see the other half of the video, I was recording on my iPhone and I forgot a setting. But yeah, this is where I put too much brown, and I wanted to make it like a charcoal like base, and I was like, because I usually just layered it down. You're gonna see later on me wiping it down a little bit. Hence, me trying to, fix it to my own way. Like, no, this is how it's gotta go. And yeah, you just see it. Me taking the tissue. And this is easy. Hey, stop it, guys. Sorry, that's my dog. Yeah, this is where I think I was. Oh, that's right. I was trying to like up the skin part because I was like, and just color it in. And I end up taking my alcohol activated paints, my Illustrator artist. Always 99% alcohol is the only way that it'll work, and that's how it looks. Again, you just gotta play with it, all right? So I went ahead and I took in the reds. I'm pretty sure I used aged blood, and I know I used a few other things, but I know I used aged blood. I used a couple of the reds that were in that palette, and I just messed with it. I think I used burnt orange or orange burnt. I can't remember. I usually don't pay attention to the names, and I should. I really, really should. But I didn't. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't. But I just went with the flow, and this is where I can't really specifically tell you what to do as far as I mean, I can tell you what I did, and just like if you want to go with it, but I get lost when I'm doing this. I do. I get lost. I get lost when I'm messing around with anything. I'll get lost when I'm, when I'm editing, or when I'm writing, or when I'm reading or playing video games. I get lost in it, especially like when I'm going to the gym. I get lost, and I do whatever it is I feel makes me feel good. And in this case, I do whatever it is I think would look good, and to my image of what I want. So you can see right there the colors that I used, and I think personally you should use whatever color you think is best. However, make it realistic. Don't make it like too crazy. Don't use like blues or green. I mean, no, I don't know how that could. That's a challenge. It'd be like an alien type thing. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Okay. So basically what I'm saying is I get lost when I'm doing anything when it comes to SFX work. Wow, I can't talk. I apologize. When it comes to SFX work, I really do get lost. And I'll just go ahead and I'll just go with it. I'll look at a picture and I'll just go with what I can do. Like right now I'm using the black. I wanted to use black last because I feel that, yeah, it's a burn, but using black off the back, I don't know, I don't think it would have been so great, because look how on the side it just looks way more burned versus me using black than red on top of it. I don't know, that was my way of thinking. It could be anybody's way of thinking, and I just went with it, and I just like, I didn't put black, on all the parts where the red was at. I put black on the parts where I thought would be like, okay, this would be cool, and you just go with it, just have that pop and whatnot. But I usually get lost in it, and I'll just like sit there and I'll just do it. And if you leave me alone for a long time, they'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? Like, oh, I was just working on this the whole time. Yeah, the whole time. I wonder if anyone can relate, just getting lost in any form of work or art that you love. You just get lost in it, and it just brings you a good comfort of just like, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And that is how it looks. And this is when you put your scab blood or any blood that you got. I just simply took a brush and I was just going with it. What I did forget to film was I didn't have any lubrication, but I did have baby oil. And I end up putting baby oil around it to make it like shiny and gluesome. And right now I'm putting little bits of blood just to see where I can go and whatnot. And then I end up taking the scab blood and Q-tips, and I'll just go really in with it. I was waiting for my shipment of my blood gel, but that didn't come in until like later. And I'm like, oh damn. But it's all good with the whole pandemic, and you know, things are still a little hard to get on time. It's fine. I didn't mind it. I managed with some scab blood. It's cool beans. But you see, look. There you go. I would say just take a Q-tip, or you could just take a brush like I had earlier and just like use it, because I would use a brush too, because that brush is specifically just for that. And I decided to take the Q-tip to just go into more of the crevices, as you would call it, maybe the holes. You know, I mean, this could also look like a dog bite. Not a dog bite. I have dogs. Like a werewolf. Rawr. Okay, completely off subject. No. I mean, right now it could look like it, but it's not. That's how it looks. It's finished product. I hope you guys like it. This is how it looks. And that would be it for this video. I really do hope you guys like it. If you want to see how it looks a little bit more, I'll leave a link to my IG. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one. All right? Bye, guys. Love you. Later.